month. As the title implies, Rennsport has officially been released to Xbox, and we are officially trying it today. I'm just getting some last minute things prepared, and yeah, we're gonna give this game a try. I'm not sure what to expect, but I have done a bit of research on it, so I am pretty excited. I'm expecting the handling model to be a little bit different than what would be on Assetto Corsa and Tizioni. So, yeah, we ought to see what this looks like, which would be fun. Wait for this to turn on and then we'll get started. Ain't bad to waste no time. Let's see. Let's see what this game's about. This is a raw experience. Like, I have not done any pre-game play at all. Matter of fact, when it dropped, I was at work last night. So, yeah, let's see what this is about. Here we go. Loading screen. Okay. Not as dramatic as Assetto Corsa and F1. But can't go wrong with that. Let me make sure at least the stream is clear and visible. Want to race and join the Rennsport community? Well, okay then. Driver's first name. I'll do Kyle. Username, of course. No, I just gotta control this one. Let me just. Of course. Not me forgetting how to spell my own handle. I don't know how long the characters are going to be, but they should fit. Only contain lowercase. Oh, okay then. Shit. We'll do my Instagram handle. Dash the Dashing One YT on Instagram. Accept and continue. Nacon. Not sure what the hell not. Sign up for Rennsport newsletter. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to put a password. So you lot will just have to just stare at this beautiful bed right here for a little bit while I get this. Or better yet, I'll even set it here for now so y'all can just watch my dumb face. Who would have thought I'd have to make an account first thing though? Then again, if I want to join any leagues or whatever, then I guess this is warranted. Shit. I wonder what tracks this game is actually going to have, though. I did look online, but I found most of the tracks that are on PC. One of the coolest things that I found out was the fact that apparently this game is supposed to have Jeddah. The same Jeddah that Formula One races on. Okay, account's made. Cool. Welcome to the stream. This is a first time raw experience, so you guys are coming in and watching a full gameplay in first raw experience playing Rennsport. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out, so change rig mass, setting up your controller before you start racing. Wheel and pedals. Oof. Okay, what the is that steering angle? The options menu. Control, clutch, brake, upshift, downshift. X to cycle MFD. That's a new one. Pause. Y to switch to next headlights. That's cool. B to toggle the pit speed limiter, and A for the next camera. Okay, this is cool. Standard. Custom. Alright, so we want automatic downshift. Automatic, the fuck? Engine starter. You can have it set to automatic or manual. We'll keep it on automatic, because apparently that's the same as... That's more or less the same as the Assetto Corsa. Activate assistance in lifting the throttle while changing gears. Only needed for cars with a manual H-pattern gearbox. I'll have that manual too. Blips. Automatic blips, same as the Assetto Corsa. Repeat shifts mode? Activate protection to avoid unintentional multi-shifts. Interesting. So I don't know what that's supposed to do. Throttle control. This is traction control. We'll have on low traction control. Anti-brake ABS. I'll have that low too. Stability control. I'll have that set to medium or better yet. Automatic headlights. We'll turn that off. That should just about do it. We can start a test lap. Exit setup. Exit to race screen. Oh, this is a cool menu. What? Alright, let's check the options, because I gotta fix that steering. Controls. Yeah, what the fuck is that steering? There's a handbrake? Rating. Can't turn. Okay, hold on. Alright, bindings. Wait, hold on. Wait. Wheel and pedals. Okay, bindings. This is... Forced feedback. Forces strength. Let's set that to 100. Back. Don't want you to do that yet. Back. Wait, how do we... Wait a minute. Save changes. Engine arrow. Setup. Switch to next headlights. Oh, we can activate blinkers. That's cool. Increase MGUK delivery. Okay, so there has to be prototypes in here. But, yeah, what in the hell is that steering? Is there like... There's gotta... Well... 270. Is there like... Is there like... Hold on. Because I do not want it that much. I'm trying to think. Where would I even... Gameplay? Assists. Replays. Platform. Oh, cool. Great. Alright. So here's what's again. Exit. Exit the race screen. Feedback. Alright. Let's just Browse your owned cars. So there are prototypes in here. The 963, the BMW M Hybrid V8, the M4 GT3's in here. That's cool. Is this it? Hold on. Okay, that's just Porsche. So that's all the cars for BMW. And even the GT4, that's cool. It's all the cars for Porsche. And it says it got the pack, it's even got the GT3R Rennsport. And the Mission R, no kidding. Advantage, there's Audi, McLaren, Mercedes, the Elantra NTCR, you're kidding. Praga is in here. Ford Mustang. That's just about it. Dude. Alright, store. I could buy liveries. That's something, I guess. Alright, my Rennsport. Replays, account, race. Single player. Quick sesh. Wait. Go back. Yeah, single player. Time trial. I'm honestly scared because I don't know if it's even gonna do it all the way. These are all the fastest lap times. This is at Monza. Alright, select track. Okay. It's Monza. The Orchard Road Street Circuit. So it's even on the console version. Jetta's in here. Fuji's in here. That's cool. Whatever the hell this is. Cresta Corras. Goodwood Festival of Speed. Okay, that's cool. Hockenheim. Nürburgring. There's two variants. So it's even... Yep, there it is. 24-hour layout. This figure 8 track, that's cool. Here's Daytona. Founders Track. And Road Atlanta. Oh, what to try first? It's Fuji. But the fact they have Jetta is crazy, though. Got the new variant of Spa. There's Goodwood, Hockenheim, Nürburgring. You know what? It's been so long. You know what? Let's start with what we're familiar with. Nürburgring, Nordschleife. 24-hour layout. The fastest is a 7-minute 23. Oof. Yeah. Alright, now let's select the car. Oh, God. We can even drive this. Are you kidding me? GT4. GT3X, apparently what the Rennsport is categorized under. They even got the Mission R. This is cool. And the GT3 Cup. Let's do this. Here's a livery. Oh, look at that. That is hard. Wow. Mustang Glow. That's a nice livery. We'll go for it. Okay. Nürburgring. Just with that off-putting setting in the steering, I hope it adjusts to where I need it to be. But if it doesn't, that's going to be an issue. I just started this game today and I'm already geeking! Look at this. Ugh. Okay. How do I change the camera? That's how I change the camera. Wait. Okay. So what about shifting? Okay. So the shifting works. The throttle works. But the steering input isn't there. Okay, that's not good. Hold on. Options. Controls. Does it not recognize my steering wheel? You know, what if it's this? What if it's the controller? It might have been the controller, I don't know. Let's see though. Nope. I mean, I feel the force feedback, but it's not turning. What? You're kidding. What? Okay, that's interesting. Why in the hell? Yo, I swear. Hold on. Okay, that's interesting. Why is the steering not working? What? That's reverse. That's shift up and shift down on the controller. Bro, what? Okay, this is weird. Driving line off. Well, we are off to a beautiful start. How the hell is it? It recognizes it in the game, but hold on. That is crazy to me, honestly. Okay, what if I switch it to controller? Would that work? No. What? Okay, that is crazy. What in the hell? Do I need to, like... Oh, let me try this. Let's turn it back on. Okay, that didn't work. But it works in the menu. That is... Okay, this is weird. This is really weird. Options, controls. Okay, now it's not even registering in here. Okay, now it is. Maybe it's the fact that I got multiple devices plugged in. Okay, let me try this. I'm gonna restart it, and we'll see if that works. This is weird. Like, it works in the game, but... Okay, this is... This is really weird. I have to say, this is really weird. I just started this game today. Alright, nothing's plugged up right now. Alright, now let's open the game again. Does it not? Fair enough. Alright, let's go back to options, controls. Yeah, the force feedback is there. Like, it's there. Brake, clutch. Everything works like it's supposed to. Unless... Bindings? I could toggle the full course yellow limiter? Really? I guess we'll set it to Y. Wait. Okay, set it to X. At least that. So I gotta admit, that's kind of neat. Override binding, flash headlights. Ooh, even VR. Let's see, MFD. Inversion. Interface. Force feedback. Tick rate, minimum force. I turned it up all the way then. I have to say, this is weird. Alright, time trial. Start time trial. Straight roads are for fast cars. Turns are for fast drivers, said by Colin McRae. I could dig that. I'm just hoping to God it works this time. I don't know if it was that minimum force or not. It might have been. Oh. Okay, that happened. Okay, why the hell is there no... Oh, good God. Okay, let's just... Okay, Lord. Wait, hold on. Let me chill. Okay, this thing will fight me. Sure, let's just go on the pit lane. Because that works. Let's just... Let's take down the sign while we're at it, because why not? Sorry guys, can't turn, it doesn't work. No joke though. What is that? Good God. I'm not even gonna lie, this thing was tweaking. Alright, let's just full blitz. Oh, airborne? Hold up. Okay, hold on. Okay, so automatically, this is weird. First of all, I think it was the minimum force. That might have been what it was. I think it was the minimum force. Likely. Set it to 10. Okay, it's recommended I put it to 0. Save changes. Okay, this is weird though. Like, it works on here. Like, it recognizes the input, but it's not. Still not turning. This is weird as hell. This is weird. This is really weird. I've been meaning to check the quick session because I wonder what kind of races I could do though. Session settings. X to add a stage. 3 practices. Okay. Electric prototype. Or honestly. Now this right here, the GT3 in Hypercar would be basically that. Now for Nürburgring conditions, it would be GT3, GT4, M2, Porsche Cup, and Touring. Edit grid. Number. Only 12? Only 12. That is crazy. I could do 16 in Assetto Corsa. You can even edit the. You can even edit the balance of performance? Wow. Okay. Track conditions. Wait. Start time month. The month. Wow, really? Time scale. Damage, fuel uses, tire wear, tire blankets, stages. Now that's just practice. Now what about a race? Short races. Interesting. Championships. That's neat. Single player championships. Oh, this is cool. BMW M2 Series, GT4 Series Asia. Touring Trophy. And sure. Oh, I see it. So the Founders track is basically the Rennsport logo. Well, color me surprised. Duration 24 hours? A 24-hour session? Yo! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, now I gotta see. Hold on. How many laps? Only 100. Okay. So that's the most that I could do. Time expires, duration, up to 24 hours. Then there's 12 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 50 minutes, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Yo! So this got set lap and timed races. Wait a minute. What's the time or laps? Ooh. Hold on. This has potential. This has some serious potential. Cars in reverse order. Up to 24 cars. Yo! Hold on! Hold on! Yo, Dude. There's some mad potential. So, technically... Hold on. Let's go back and look at the tracks again. Hold on. Alright, single player, time trial, track. Okay. So, from what we know, Fuji. That has the 6 hours of Fuji in the World Endurance Championship, right? Jeddah in GT World Challenge Europe for the Intercontinental GT Challenge. There's the 6 hours of Jeddah. Then, I don't know what this one's supposed to be. That may as well just be a sprint. Monza, there's the 6 hours of Monza. And of course, there's 3 hours of Monza. Spa has a 3 hour, a 6 hour, 12 hours in the 24-hour series. And of course, the Intercontinental GT Challenge at Spa being the 24 hours of Spa. Not sure what the we're supposed to do in this one. Oh, Jesus, that looks like a long lap. Goodwill Festival of Speed. We'll lap this as fast as we could. Hockenheim. I'm sure has a 3-hour race at most. If not, probably about an hour and some. Nürburgring. Now this layout of the Nürburgring has a 3-hour variant. And of course, the Nürburgring has a 3-hour, a 6-hour, a 12-hour, and a 24 hours. At least for this variant. Not sure what the we're supposed to do here. Now, Daytona also has a 3-hour. I can imagine 6 hours of Daytona. I know there's a 14 hours of Daytona at the World Racing League. And of course, everybody knows the 24 hours of Daytona. This is basically just the Rennsport layout, Rennsport logo as a track. Which is clever, as a matter of fact. I'm not even gonna lie. That's clever. That is very clever. The Michelin Raceway at Road Atlanta. Also, I'm sure it has the 3 hours, and of course, everybody knows Petit Le Mans. Everybody knows that layout. So, if I could configure it to where it would last up to 10 hours, I could probably do 6 hours and then a number of laps after that 6 hours to go all the way up to 10 hours. I can see doing it that way. So there's endurance races on here that we could do. Road Atlanta especially has been a track I've been meaning to revisit for a very long time. So there's a 10 hours here, up to 24 hours here, 6 hours and 24 hours here, 3 hours, up to 24 hours, 6 hours, probably 2 hours and 40 minutes here, 6 hours here, and 6 hours here. So there are a lot of endurance races we can do here. And you know what? What I might just do, I don't know what's wrong with this. Now, if I could fix it, then we'll do this. Here's what we're going to do. So, with the series of tracks that we have here, I guess I'll write them down and then try and form a calendar. You know what? We might as well make this a group activity, as a matter of fact. Let's make this a group activity. Now, I would like for anybody in the comments of this stream, should you make it this far, with the tracks that are in this game right now. You can go back and look at the live stream and look at the tracks that we have. There's Fuji, matter of fact. Let me get the controller for this. Alright. Right, so, with the tracks that we have right now, if we were to form this into a calendar from Fuji to Jeddah, Orchard Road Street Circuit, Monza, Spa, whatever this is, Hockenheim, Nürburgring, you know what? We'll leave whatever these are out. Or, you know what? No, we'll add it in. Just might as well. If we had to form a calendar, because we basically have an endurance cup here. So there's Fuji, Jeddah, Orchard, Monza, Spa. Now, bear with me for the name here. Crest de Carrosras. I sound German sounding that out. Hockenheim. Nürburgring, both variants. Daytona, Founders Track, and Road Atlanta. Anybody who watches the stream this far, I want to see in the comments what kind of calendar we should do for this.
Because over the course, especially of next year, if I can just figure out what's wrong with the wheel and get it working, I will do a series of streams doing whether sprint races or endurance races on every single one of these tracks. Now, we have the added complications of the different types of cars that we have from Porsche Cup. Hold on. I say this shit's lagging. Hold on. So we have the added factors of Porsche Cup. We're not even going to add this. This will have to just kind of be either its own series or... This will have to either be its own series or this will kind of... Or... Now... This game is only just releasing on Xbox, so there will likely be more tracks added in the future. If Le Mans is added to Rennsport, we'll do a race at Le Mans and have this car as a special edition. I'll even go so far as to race this car as a Garage 56 entry. So this will kind of be like the situation with NASCAR. Then we have GT3 cars with the McLaren, the Porsche 911 RSR, the GT3R Evo, which, honestly, yeah, I guess we'll do both. Fuck it. The Mercedes AMG GT3, the M4 GT3, Ford Mustang, Audi, Aston Martin. This Rennsport will probably just have to be its own series. I'm not even gonna lie, because this... This may as well just be its own series. I'm not even gonna lie, because I know this was kind of like just a special edition that Porsche decided to do and display at the Rennsport event at Laguna Seca some years ago. Then we have GT4, Hypercar with mainly just the 963 and the BMW M Hybrid V8. Then this, I guess, is kind of a cup car in itself, so this will probably have to be its own series. Or, if we ran this for 24 hours, I know we can run this at the Nürburgring, but I can also see kind of having this as like the quote-unquote lower class if we were to try and do a, you know, either this or GT4 as kind of the lower class of World Endurance Championship, and the GT3s would kind of just be a stand-in for LMP2. Unless LMP2 gets added later. I'm not too sure. Praga is going to have to be its own series. And these two cars right here will basically be part of the Nürburgring grid for any Nürburgring Nordschleife races, which that's basically where they have them in showing at. So, from the cars that we currently have by class, TCR, Praga R1, M2 Cup, Hypercar, GT4, GT3, and Porsche Cup. I would like to see what some of you guys could come up with as far as tracks are concerned. Whether I should do an endurance calendar where I run 6 to up to 24-hour races, which, yes, I can and will most likely do. And if I can figure out how the time to lap races work, I'll go so far as to set the laps after the time and try and get those other ones where it's basically like 6 hours and then a number of laps to cover the extra 4 hours. That's 10 hours at Road Atlanta. Or if, say, Losail gets added, we can do 12 kilometers at Qatar. Daytona, we can do it 24 hours here. 10 hours, 24 hours, 3 hours, up to 24 hours. Unless you want to have the 24-hour layout and kind of just do like... We can do a revisit in one calendar. I can see us doing that. Like, there's going to be a 3-hour race in one part of the calendar, and this, we can do a 3-hour race here, and let that kind of just be a part of the, I guess, the sprint or endurance cup. Or we can do up to 24 hours, which I've been wanting to do anyway. Hockenheim, I can see up to 3 hours. Crest, probably 45 minutes, because I don't know. We can do a 3-hour race here. We can also do up to 24 hours, too. Or if we want to have this as kind of part... Well, okay, hold on. We could technically do the World Endurance Championship on this game. Now, here's what would be very cool. And something I'm willing to bet we can simulate. Jeddah and World Endurance Championship. 6 hours at Jeddah. Can I even configure that? I think I can. So we're going to select the track. No, we're in time trial. Let's do quick sesh. Session settings. Alright, practice. Qualifying. And then the race. Grid start. Six hours. We can do up to 24 cars. So I could kind of see the grid as kind of... I ain't even gonna lie. Okay, we'll do damage up to there. Okay, GT3. Hypercar. Select the models. So that'd basically be that. Drivers and cars. Manufacturers allowed. Edit grid. Number of drivers. Wait a minute. Hold on, is this like number of drivers for the car during driver switches? We'll do 4. Track conditions, start time, time scale. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be like 4 o'clock. So that would basically be that. Quick session. Select the track. So with everything here, 6 hours around Jeddah with Hypercar and GT3. Like an hour. Alright, and then I'll probably do like an hour to qualify. And then 6 hours for the race. So this would be neat. And that right there. Like, there is potential here. 4 drivers per car. 4 p.m. all the way into 10 p.m. So it'll get dark by the time the race is over, which would be very cool. That's something I'd love to see. All right, an hour of qualifying, an hour of practice, an hour for 6 hours for the race at Jeddah. But yeah, there are options. But I guess since right now the driving doesn't work unless I can figure that out. If I can get it working, then I'll go live again later today and kind of get that sorted out. This will kind of just be like a part 2 continuous to the stream. So I'm just going to end it here. Let me know in the comments if we were to do a calendar. Go to about 40 minutes. When we were looking at the tracks and the cars. Go in the comments. And I want you to come up with a calendar that we could potentially do. But, yeah. I like the game. Definitely don't feel like I wasted $85 getting this. But, yeah. I'll just, I'm going to end it here. Let me know in the comments what we should do with this game. What all we could do. And, yeah, if I can get it working later today, then we'll go live again. If not, then my next day off is on Thursday. So we'll try again then. But, yeah. We'll do that. Matter of fact, and just for the hell of it, we'll do a 1-hour race, a 1-hour night race at Jeddah, multi-class, hypercar, GT3. Done and done. So, yeah, I'm just going to end it here. Thanks to whoever dropped in. Sorry for the long absence. Life's been kind of hectic, you know, work life and all that. But, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon.